Welcome to the video of how to do root pass memorization, or RPM for short, on the Cobot CRX. So the difference between a standard multi-pass program and an RPM program is the RPM program records your root pass using seam tracking and then offsets off of that root pass for your sequential passes. Okay? So as you can see on my screen, I already have my home point program. So what I'm going to do now is slide up my multi-pass weld icon. If you need instructions on how to set that icon up, please refer back to the multi-pass training video. I'm going to slide this up. I'm going to choose the procedure I want to use. I made mine RPM. Hit OK. So, in my weld start with my multi-pass icon, I'm going to hit edit. Choose your procedure, go to the detailed settings screen. You want to hit track schedule, and you have to make sure that your RPM buffer is not set to 0, that it's set to anything between 1 and 98. You don't want to use the same RPM buffer twice. Right? Also make sure your adjusted delay time is set to 0.136. After that, you're going to click on pass list. So for your first pass, you're going to hit edit. You want to make sure your weave is enabled. So keep in mind, when you're doing seam tracking, your amplitude has to be at least 2 millimeters and your dwell times has to be at least 0.08 seconds. For your root pass, you want to hit the tracking tab, then you're going to hit track/RPM. After that, you're going to hit the back button and go to your second pass. So you're going to hit edit on your second pass. You want to enter your parameters here. You want to turn on your offset and make sure it says MPass/RPM. Now here you're going to put in the offset that you decided were good for your program. For me, I'm going to be using 3 millimeters. Okay, I'm going to enable my weave. Have my same weave settings. You want your tracking to be none for your second pass. So you're only going to be tracking on your root pass. Okay, you're going to hit back, then go to your third pass. Enter your parameters in the schedule tab, offset, MPass/RPM. Now whatever you entered for your second pass, you want to do the opposite for your third pass, for your Y. So I did +3, so for my third pass, I'm going to do -3. Always want your Z to be positive. If you put negative into your Z, then you'll be going in the direction of your plate. Weave tab, I'm going to enable my weave again. Tracking is still going to be none. So I'm doing 3 passes for this training. You guys put in as many passes as you would need. After you're done with that, you're going to hit the arrow to go back to your program. You're going to touch up points 2, 3, 4, and 5. So point 2, will be your approach point to your weld. So the way you do that is you select point 2. It's going to take you to the details page. Towards the left of the screen, you're going to see a touch-up button. You're going to hit. It's going to actually want to touch up your current position. You're going to say OK. Now you're going to move your robot arm to where you want to start your weld. I'm going to start mine right here. I'm going to hit point 3. I'm going to go down to the linear tab and hit touch up on my weld start. And then I'm going to move it to my weld in and do the same thing. Hit number 4, weld in, hit the linear tab, hit touch up. Then I want to move it to my retract point and touch up number 5. Now, if you wanted to go back home after your program, you can move it out the way Then you can slide the L and the J move after your multi-pass weld icon. Now from here, I'm going to dry run my program and show you guys my offsets. Now what I'm going to do is just show you guys really quick, because I know there's a lot of customers that use flux core and things like that and need to pause in between passes. So I'm going to show you real quick of how to put a pause after your passes. So what you want to do is come down to the other tab, and then you're going to slide the icon that says code after your retract point inside of your bracket, as you can see here. You're going to click on that icon, you're going to type the word pause. And what this allows you to do is stop the weld after each pause, and it only will start again when you tell it to. So in my case, if you have a palm station, it's only going to start the next pass when I hit the green button. Okay? Now what I want to do is adjust the end of my weld to show you guys how the RPM works. So I'm going to turn my gas on, turn on my fume extraction, and you'll be able to see how my whole program offsets based off my route that is recorded by tracking. That is a video of how to do RPM on the Cobot CRX.